Here comes the bride.
Great pleasure to welcome you all to this very special moment in the lives of Paul and Nicole, where shortly they'll speak words to each other that profoundly influence their lives from this moment forward. And Nicole and Paul, right here. The love that you cradle in your hearts for each other, this love that will grow in your marriage, is one in which everyone whom you've called to be with you today has richly played a part. You're loving and proud parents who have given you life and shown you the ways of love. All of your family and friends, each of you has uniquely touched their lives all along the way to this moment, that as it is for sure a special moment and a precious moment in the lives of Paul and Nicole, it's one shared equally with everyone here as well. So you'll be making vows to each other in just a few moments, but there is a moment in the ceremony for everyone here to make vows back to them. Their presence here is not only a statement of your love for Paul and for Nicole, but it's also an affirmation of what it is that they're about to do. So we create a moment for you to make response to the very loving statement that you make by virtue of your presence. And Nicole and Paul have chosen some words that are precious to the two of them that they would like spoken at their wedding ceremony. They're actually both excerpts from some larger pieces, and they're very lovely for sure. And the first one is an excerpt from Captain Corelli's mandolin, and we're going to ask that Jean come forward and share that with us.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathless. It is not excitement. It is not promulgation of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two.
Isn't it lovely?
I'll give them a hug. It's nice to give them a hug. And Alexis has been practicing for a long time this piece from the Irrational Season. She'll share that with us.
But ultimately, there comes a moment when a decision must be made. Ultimately, two people who love each other must ask themselves how much they hope for as their love grows and deepens, and how much risk they are willing to take. It is indeed a fearful gamble, because it is the nature of love to create. A marriage itself is something which has to be created, so that together we become a new creature. To marry is the biggest risk in human relations that a person can take. If we commit ourselves to one person for life, this is not, as many people think, a rejection of freedom. Rather, it demands the courage to move into all the risks of freedom. and the risk of love which is permanent into the love which is not possession, but to participation. It takes a lifetime to learn another person. When love is not possession but participation, then it is part of that co-creation which is our human calling.
Very lovely. So we gather in the presence of a unique and wonderful manifestation of all of the love that was so beautifully described in both of those pieces. For today, as family and friends, we affirm and bless this special relationship between Paul and Nicole as they speak words to each other that consecrate their relationship in marriage. Nicole and Paul, you live in a friendship that was born of a deep trust between you. And you have learned during your journey thus far that all the possibilities for sharing within that trust are as boundless as your awareness and sensitivity. And so in this precious moment in your lives, in the presence of loving family and friends, you stand here very aware and very sensitive as you speak your words of love and commitment, Paul to Nicole, Nicole to Paul, as together you continue to open yourselves to all of the gifts of tomorrow. And knowing that your love for each other has guided the path to this moment, we remind ourselves that all love begins in the eternal. For love is the grounding for our very being, and it's the fuel for our highest aspirations, and it's the force that holds together the entire family of humankind so that we may all live together in peace. And it is within this mystical plan that you will live out your lives as husband and wife. And so, not knowing what is before you, you willingly speak your vows. And these words are most precious because they express your commitment to a shared path that profoundly influences your future. And that future which you face as husband and wife is now veiled from your eyes. But as in every life, there will be good times and difficult times, pleasures and pains, joys and sorrows. And these are to be expected in your own. And so with all of life's mystery in consideration, you speak to each other before God, your family, and your friends, your words of love and commitment. I take you, Nicole, to be my wife.
I take you, Nicole, to be my wife.
And to share all that is to come.
And to share all that is to come.
On this day, I vow to be with you forever.
I vow to be with you forever.
I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
And to respect you always.
And to respect you always.
To care for you.
To care for you.
And to comfort you at all times.
To comfort you at all times.
And to keep you first in my thoughts.
To keep you first in my thoughts.
And in my heart.
And in my heart.
I take you, Paul, to be my husband.
I take you, Paul, to be my husband.
And to share all that is to come.
And to share all that is to come.
On this day,
I
vow to be with you forever.
I vow to be with you forever.
I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
And to respect you always.
And to respect you always.
To care for you.
To care for you.
And to comfort you at all times.
And to comfort you at all times.
And to keep you first in my thoughts.
To keep you first in my thoughts.
And in my heart.
And in my heart.
You can relax. Everyone else is moving you out of the way at our time. And as I promised, it's your turn to make vows to them. And to the offerings that I extend to you, your response together will be, we will. And when you do all that you can to honor, sustain, and care for Paul and Nicole as they walk this sacred path of marriage.
I will.
And will you continue to claim them for your own, sharing not only the joy, but also the weight of their choice in all the circumstances that life presents?
We will.
And will you continue to affirm Nicole and Paul in their marriage, reminding each other, those around you, the world, and especially the world's children, of the true diversity in love and family, wherever you may be?
We will.
And will you continue to help them as they create a home of love and peace, continuing on the path of being faithful members of this loving family, yet now as husband and wife? Paul and Nicole, the hand that you hold is that of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you on this your wedding day. This is a hand that will work alongside of yours as together you build your future. And this is a hand that will love you and cherish you through the years and with the slightest touch, comfort you as no other. This is a hand that will hold you in sorrow, giving you strength in need. And this is a hand that will reach to grasp yours in moments of joy. This is a hand that will tenderly hold children, sheltering your family in loving embrace. And preciously, this is a hand aged with years that still will be reaching for yours, giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. And as you grace each other's hands with the giving and the receiving of rings, remember that these rings are about to become the most precious of all your belongings, for they are offered and worn as a continuous reminder of your love and of your commitment to one another. Nicole, this ring
Nicole, this ring
is a symbol of my promise
is a symbol of my promise
to love you always.
to love you always.
I will cherish and honor you
I will cherish and honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
All this ring
All this ring
is a symbol of my promise
is a symbol of my promise
to love you always.
to love you always.
I will cherish and honor you
I will cherish and honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Paul and Nicole, within your marriage, there lies a promise. It's perfectly born, divinely created, and intimately shared. It is a place where the hope and majesty of beginnings reside, and where all things are made possible by your profound love for each other. And may your days together continue to unfold from the center of this radiant love, warming others too as they draw near. And may peace live always in your hearts and within your home. May you have loving family and friends to surround you always with their love. And may you have many happy years together as you journey from this moment as husband and wife. We have heard you pledge yourselves to each other and to God in the lifelong bond of marriage. And so, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I now pronounce that you are indeed husband and wife.
She's got your financial.